Alright then, this is the new iPad Air 2022 model. Yes, the one that comes with the new M1 chip, which was used on last year's Pro model. Now, I've been using this for the past 1 week, and while a full review is on its way, I thought let's make a video on some of its cool tips and tricks that will help you get the best out of this iPad. Now, these tips range from very basic level tricks to more advanced things that will help you multitask on this machine. I won't waste any time here. Let's straight away get to these tips, and the first one is the focus mode. Now, the focus mode has been on the iPhones for a while now, but I think it makes more sense on the iPad because you're going to use this for very specific tasks, and of course during that time you do not want anyone to disturb you. So what the focus mode basically does is it allows you to restrict people from calling you or apps from sending you notifications while using the iPad. So just go to the settings, search for focus mode, and there you will see some existing profiles which includes do not disturb, work, etc. But there's also a plus icon on top. So you just need to tap on that, and there again you will see some profiles along with a custom option. So once you select custom, now here you can actually name your own focus mode. I'm going to name it, I don't care because honestly I don't. And then once you've done that, you will also get the option to select the people you want to allow calls from. Once you're done with that, you can also select the apps that can possibly send you notifications during this time. So for example, let's just select FaceTime and move on. And once you're done with that, your focus mode is ready, and it will start reflecting along with the other profiles within the settings menu. Honestly, I kind of really liked the focus mode on the iPad. Next up is the dynamic volume controls. Now on this iPad, what happens is you get dynamic volume buttons. So for example, you are using the iPad in the portrait mode, the volume down button becomes volume up button in the landscape mode. So basically the input of volume button depends on the orientation in which you're using the iPad. Now another cool feature that actually makes it to the iPad is live text, and it's very simple. Again, if you let's say click a picture which has a lot of text, what you can basically do is you can select that text, you can copy it and simply paste it on Notepad, on email or on messages and send it to anyone or use it in whatever way you want. So it's really cool. Let's say if you want a piece of information from a very specific image, you don't have to go and type it all over, you can simply select it. Fourth feature is the center stage, or rather the use of it. The center stage is another feature which has made it to the iPad Air from the Pro model. And what it basically does is basically if you are on a video call, let's say, and if you are moving around, the camera adjusts the frame itself by moving the sensor sideways or zooming in or zooming out of the frame. Now sometimes this is really good, really cool, really helpful, but also a lot of times this is very annoying because you don't want your frame to move, you want it in a particular way, but the camera basically ruins it all. So basically what you need to do is simply go to the control center, and there you will get the option for center stage, and you can actually turn off the mode. Also you can turn on the portrait mode. So what basically it does is the next time you open the FaceTime app, it adds some blur effect in the background. Also the frame will stop changing on its own. Now to get the most out of your iPad Air, you of course need to know certain motion gestures, and there are quite a few of them. For example, if you're using an app, you can quickly use your 4 fingers to pinch in and access the other apps running in the background. Let's say if you want to go to the home screen, you can use the same 4 fingers and quick pinch to go to the home screen directly. You can also select any text, use 3 fingers to pinch in, and that text will be copied. You can use the same 3 fingers to pinch out, and the text will be pasted on the Notepad or whatever app you're using. So for example, if you want to paste the same text multiple times, you can quickly pinch out and the text will be pasted. Also you can use the 3 fingers to swipe right or left to undo or redo the last task, and then you can use 4 or 5 fingers to switch between the different apps that are running. Now one of the most fun elements of using an iPad is of course the multitasking aspect of it. So you can use any app. There is a 3-dot menu on top, and from there you can select the split app option, and you can open another app, and both these apps will open simultaneously. Now again, both these apps will have that same 3-dot menu from wherein you can select different views. So there's a full window view, there's a split view, and there's also an inline view. So let's select the inline view, and this particular app will open as a floating app on one side. Now if you go to the toolbar from the bottom, you can also select and put another app on top of it, and then you can swipe between these two apps as well. Again, quite cool. And if you're not using this app, you can just swipe it towards the right and this will be hidden. And whenever you want to use it, you can swipe from the right side of the screen and the app will come out. Now, one of the most exciting parts of using an iPad for me is of course the control center, because it allows you to do a lot more with your machine. Now, you can go to the settings, and if you select the control center option, there you'll see a lot of shortcuts that you can actually add to your control center. For example, let's just add music recognition and screen recording for now. And now if you go and if you open your control center, you will get all these options. You can directly access them from here. One particular one which I really like is the notes widget. So if you long press and hold on the notes widget, you get different options here, including starting a new note, also to scan a document. So you can use your iPad to actually scan a lot of documents within few seconds. Next up are the favorite files. Now, one thing is for sure that if you're going to use an iPad, you're going to use files a lot to work on your documents. And here's another cool feature here. So let's say for right now, there's nothing on my iPad. So if I go to my iCloud folder, and if there's any particular folder which I want to quickly access, I can simply press and hold on it, and there's an option to make it favorite. And as soon as you do it, this folder will appear under the favorites category, so you can quickly access it from there. Another cute feature on the iPad which I particularly like is the floating keyboard. So the keyboard basically takes a lot of space on your screen, and let's say if you don't want that, so what you can basically do is go to the keyboard, just use two fingers, pinch out, and that keyboard will convert into the small cute little keyboard which can be floated around anywhere on the screen, and you can easily play around with the screen size and easily work on your iPad. And if you want to go back to that full size keyboard, you can again just pinch in and use the same keyboard in full size. So these are some cool tips and tricks about this iPad Air which I thought I should be sharing with you. Of course, a full detailed review on this one is going to come up on the channel very soon. So let me know if you find these tips useful, how many of these tips you already knew and how many of them do you use in your daily life. Let us know in the comments section. I'll meet you in the next video. Also, don't forget to subscribe to Fiverr.